Hi, Donna Caputo here. And did you know report writers could be dangerous? Here's why. If you ask a report writer for something, you might get what you ask for. Here's how it works. You need to see your data in a particular way. And so you go to your report writer and you say, hey, could you pull this year's giving year to date? And could you also pull last year's giving year to date? And can you get me a report that categorizes that giving by annual fund, major gift, corporate and foundation giving, planned gifts, and events? And can you also get the goals for each of those categories? And you can stick the goals on the report so I can see our progress toward those goals. And then you could go to Excel if you really wanted to, and you could build yourself a little spreadsheet that shows what you'd like the report to look like, and you could give them the spreadsheet. And you could say something to them like, hey, it would be really nice if it looked like this. Or you could say, make it look like this. And then you walk away and you go your merry way, and the report writer starts working. And a month goes by, or 2 weeks, and you get your report back and you have no earthly idea if the totals on your report are correct. And why is that? Well, you have no idea what the report writer did. They had to, first of all, pull 2 years of giving out of the system. Then they had to throw away all the gifts that are outside of the gift date range that you care about. Then they had to figure out how to create your categories. Okay, if the campaign code starts with an E, it's an event. If the gift code is bequest and it's not a pledge, or the gift type is planned gift and the gift vehicle is bequest and it's realized, then it's a planned gift. And if the donor's constituency code is one of the 11 that we use for corporations and foundations, but not the one we use for family foundations, then it's a corporate and foundation gift. And then if the gift is $25,000 or more, or it's a gift of stock and $2,500 or more, it's a major gift. And then finally, if the appeal code starts with AF, AQ, RN, or ends with MAIL, it's an annual fund gift. So they have to take all of those categories and they have to apply those rules in an order so that one gift doesn't show up in 3 places. And then they have to go get the goals because the goals are not in the database. And then they have to hard code those into the report, and then they have to make the report look like your spreadsheet. So what's the problem? Well, nobody is thinking in this scenario about the organizational needs that the database needs to be able to support. These rules for the categories are way too complex to ever implement in a standard query or a standard report, which means that when one gift shows up in a place that is questioned, the only thing you can do is go ask the report writer, why is this gift in this bucket? And the only thing the report writer can do is build more complex logic and more formulas into their hard-coded report to move that gift. And I will guarantee you this, you're going to have at least one gift of $50,000 or more from a board member that went to an event that somebody wants to see as a major gift. Guarantee you. The database configuration has to meet the reporting requirements of the organization. So in this scenario, what should our report writer do? Not write the report. Not until the required data elements exist in the database. So if you use categories like these, annual, major, corporate and foundation, plan giving, and events, and you use them to set goals and monitor performance, you need a strategy for recording that information in the database. I mean, if it's not a campaign code and you need to find someplace else to put it, maybe you have an unused gift code that you could repurpose and call it a report category code. Maybe you can set up a nightly process that would populate that code based on these complex rules, like the ones we've just described. If you were to do something like that, then you could use that new code as the basis for standard queries, standard reports, as well as this custom report. And if you can do that, you can have multiple extracts or reports or data pulls that show the same information. And that's what you need in order to be able to validate and really trust your reports and your data. So please don't let your report writer be dangerous. The best report writers are not order takers. They are knowledgeable peers who can help develop strategic ways to approach measurements and metrics. Bring them into the discussion early and listen to their recommendations. If they tell you that cleanup or reconfiguration needs to be done, support them in those efforts. I promise you, I guarantee you, everything will work better. Thank you for watching. So if an standard queries, your standard reports, and this custom report. I have a hair in my lipstick. You need to support them when they say we need to recode or reclassify data. Are you guys kidding me? Oh, stop it.